Hello there everyone, Zion over here from Nintendo Life, and today we are so excited to share with you our review of Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD on the Nintendo Switch. It has been years since these monkeys have graced a Nintendo system, or even just a system in general, so we're really excited that they're back. But now it's time to see if this new iteration of a previous Monkey Ball title holds up to our expectations. Now, this review was originally written by Matthew Castle for NintendoLife.com, but was reworked into this video by me. Let's quick jump back all the way to 2006 for just a moment to talk about the Wii. Now, the Wii remote strap was allegedly added to stop controllers slipping from sweaty palms, but could it be that someone at Nintendo had actually played the Wii launch title, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, and predicted a wave of fury-induced remote tossing? Because back on the Wii, Monkey Ball swapped its tight and traditional analog stick for tilt controls, removing the precision that seasoned Monkey Ball players expected, and doomed living room windows to violent shatterings. Some 13 years later, the game is back, minus motion steering, and whew, windows are safe yet again. If you're unfamiliar with the concept, the aim of Monkey Ball has always been to steer a monkey in a ball through precarious mazes hanging above an abyss. Who put those cute little monkeys in balls anyways? Honestly, we may never know. But it's good that the plastic shell is there to protect their innocent ears from fruitier language as the mazes and your patience grow thinner. You'll see what we mean. But at least that rage is more honestly earned now that wonky motion controls are gone. You can no longer blame calibration issues or tired wrists for the wobble that sends a monkey plummeting to its death. The monkeys' lives are entirely in your hands now, whether you like it or not. With each level now controlled with an analog stick, you can finally appreciate this for the arcade game of risk and reward that it really is. Surviving a run to the end goal is like a grander version of a steady hand maze, but with a giant ticking timer bullying you into taking corners a little faster than you'd like. Reaching the goal is just the beginning of your relationship with a level, as you're soon racing to skim further seconds off the clock, trying to grab every banana, or discovering hidden bunches stashed in the most dangerous locations. With Monkey Ball greatly diminished in recent years, it's easy to forget how compelling this challenge once was. Stages are generally designed with gentler paths through the middle, but with juicy banana bunches hovering on the periphery, tempting you towards thinner shortcuts or floating platforms. The latter was also achievable thanks to a jump move, which was Banana Blitz's biggest addition, outside of the gyro frustrations. It's basically an invite to fill levels with holes and gaps, which is, let me tell you, it's terrible news for your blood pressure. You're gonna freak out. But the best stages, they let you pick up speed, and they usually involve giant twisting chutes around the outside of a tower, or long strips of land full of ramps and holes to go flying through. It's so satisfying to find the analog angle to send a spherical simian tearing around a bend, a hair's breadth away from demise. In these moments, you almost enter the zen state you get from a perfect outrun drift. It's a moment that's so Sega. And of course, then you roll into the next obstacle hell course and you eat through lives like a monkey goes through fifes. And for us Americans, those are just bananas. You know, Chiquita, Dole, or the ones from Quick Trip, it's just a brand of bananas. Now, getting back on topic, one weird aside of removing the motion controls is that this is now one of the easier Monkey Ball games. Levels feel like they were built to be more forgiving for looser steering, so without those controls, you'll go through the first half with little problem. Difficulty picks up in later stages, but the proper challenge doesn't kick in until you try completing each world, 8 courses, a bonus, and a boss without using a continue. Doing so earns a gold completion medal, which unlocks the really nightmarish stuff at the end. Bosses also get a mention there, which were another big Banana Blitz addition and less successful than the jump move. These giant birds and dragons aren't screamingly hard, you just bop them on an obvious weak spot, but they are slow. Static levels in a game all about speed and nerves. They also show the camera at its worst, as you try to navigate circular areas with a fisheye-like lens that is really designed to chase you along the straight and narrow paths of the normal levels in the game. Bosses are doubly unwelcome in Time Attack. Where normal courses are full of dazzling shortcuts, bosses are creatures of routine and act as big full stops on each world. It's also a shame that Time Attack, one of 2 modes with online leaderboards, is limited to 3 runs. The first world, the first 5 worlds, and the full game. A time trial of 50 levels in a row is just no fun. And at the time of this review, no one has even bothered to post a time on that one. It's absolutely bizarre that each world doesn't get its own leaderboard. The other mode to get an online leaderboard is Decathlon, which forces you to play 10 party games in a row. Now, Banana Blitz originally had around 50 minigames, but they trimmed those down due to the removal of motion controls, and also probably for the fact that most of them are hot garbage. Sadly, the 10 left are hardly gold. Hammer throwing, snowboarding, and hurdles wouldn't even make the podium at Mario and Sonic's Olympic Games, and the whack-a-mole and tin can shooting gallery are one-and-done affairs. The idea you'd want to drag 3 of your apparent friends into playing these multiplayer is laughable. The inclusion of Monkey Target, where you hang glide across the ocean to a giant bullseye scoreboard, offers a faint glimmer of fun. But even this is disappointingly watered down compared to the legendary GameCube versions of the same sport. All these criticisms were made of these minigames back at Wii release, so it's odd Sega decided to dust them off for a second helping. Other than that, it's a fine technical port, with simple cartoon looks appearing sharp on both TV and in portable mode, and cheery arcade tunes that can only come from Sega. But it's very strange to see so much fixed with the addition of analog stick controls, only for other unwanted baggage to still be hanging on. When you're speeding through its solo mode, Banana Blitz HD finally feels like the proper sequel that Super Monkey Ball 2 never got. If you're happy to pursue medals and individual high scores, then this finally becomes recommended. But if you're hoping for more, or the classic party fun Super Monkey Ball once offered, Banana Blitz HD will have you throwing Joy-Cons in disappointment. But hey, at least they bounce off Windows, right? Back in the day, we gave the Wii version of Banana Blitz a crushing 4 out of 10 score, and said if the controls were good, then you could double that score. Little did we know that over a decade later, our words would ring almost true. With better controls, you can finally enjoy this batch of 100 levels for what they are. But the wider game is let down by weird leaderboard decisions and those lackluster minigames. This may be the best Monkey in a Ball video game since Super Monkey Ball 2, but it's not quite the return to the series' heyday we were hoping for. We here at Nintendo Life give Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD on the Nintendo Switch a 6 out of 10. If you'd like to read our full written review, you can find that along with more news and updates about Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD and everything else relating to Nintendo, and sometimes Sega, over at nintendolife.com.